Hello wonderful viewers, welcome to my channel. It's Gemini season, so with Gemini season comes my Gemini deck video. I'm looking forward to this. I am a Gemini, so excited. I hope the lighting is okay. Oh. Last week, dear viewers, it was 80 degrees where I live, and today it is 40. So, that is what we've got going on. Okay, so Gemini season decks, oh no, I'm just completely, I found it. Haha, I found it. Okay, so, Gemini, the intellectual, from around about May 21st through June 20th. It differs a day here or there every year. Anyway, the ruling planet is Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect. Symbol is the twins. Main descriptors, intelligent and unreliable. Duality, both feminine and masculine, because Geminis just can't decide. Element, air, yes. Quality, mutable. Keyword is I think. Let me see. It talks about body parts, arms, hands, shoulders, lungs, nervous system. That's interesting. I could go places with that, but I won't. That's not what this video is about. Color, yellow, the color of illumination. Crystals, agate, citrine, and sapphire. I have those, but not out. So sorry. Attributes, communicative, witty, adaptable, synergistic, mischievous, and fickle. Interests, debating, reading, comedy, tennis, and gossiping. And the drive of a Gemini is to gather knowledge. So, with all of that in mind, let's get into the decks. Because I was so stoked for Gemini season decks. Oh no, I am moving my table. Okay, let me see. I have them stacked up here. Okay, the first Gemini season deck that I have is Tarot of the Third Mind. This is by Rabbit and Wolf Designs. You can get this on their Make Playing Cards site. I had this, I showcased this in a haul video. Let me see. Can we? Oh yeah, we can zoom in a little bit there. Awesome. Let's keep George. He wants to oversee. So anyway, Gemini in full Gemini mode. I am so sorry. This deck comes with 3 different lovers cards, which I really liked. I like when creators do that. It gives people options, you know. These are the backs. It is on the most luxurious linen cardstock. And this deck is Gemini. Oh, I wrote notes again, dear viewers. So this deck is Gemini. It is loud. It is chaotic. It's like opening all of the browser tabs in your mind, and then letting them all talk to each other. It is, I mean, it's just, look at it. It's loud, it's proud, it's bold, but it's also smart, dear viewers. This deck is also smart. It's very smart. It's clever, and it's witty. This deck loves to talk. It's a very chatty deck. I lay cards and the cards just sing. It's beautiful. And like, I don't know, it's Gemini in a deck for me. Are those? No, those aren't. So, if Gemini were going to be a deck, I would say that definitely Tarot of the Third Mind is a real potential. We're going to leave it on the Ten of Cups. Comes in just a tuck box, but I love tuck boxes, dear viewers. They're easy to store. Okay, so that is the first Gemini season deck. And up next, Gemini season deck number 2, the Morgan's Tarot. This is a US Games deck. This was originally published in 1970. Wow. I didn't realize that it was quite that old, dear viewers. I don't know if you have ever seen this deck. These are the backs. Love is God, it says. If you've never seen this deck, it calls itself a tarot. But it's not a tarot. It's an oracle. And this deck is so... It's very chatty, first of all. It's very sarcastic with me. Someone on one of the socials said that it was their hug deck. And I'm like, are you using the same deck as me? Because this deck, oh, it's sarcastic. It's witty. It will roast me. And then, like, I don't know. It's just definitely a Gemini season deck. Definitely Gemini personality in cards. It's a clear reader. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's fickle. It stays pretty true to itself. Ooh. But it's clever. It's witty. It's chatty. Except for cards like that. So I guess it is kind of fickle. No trips without a tripper. So, Morgan's Tarot. Plus, made in the 70s at the height of flower power and, you know, free love and experimental things. Morgan's Tarot. Another Gemini season deck. And then, on the heels of the Morgan's Tarot, I have to bring out the Rainbow Brainskull Oracle. I love this deck. This deck it's softer than the Morgan's Tarot. This is just mass market goodie. Andrews McNeil Publishing. So it's softer than the Morgan's Tarot, in my opinion, in my experience. But it's still witty, and it's still clever, and it will still roast me. It just does so in, like, a more friendly way, I suppose. This is also a smart deck, and I love how the illustrations are. It's very colorful, very bright, very out there. And this deck does such a good job of making me, at least, making me stop and reconsider. It's good at making me stop and look at things from a different lens. Like, sometimes it will confirm, you know, like if I go to it with a question, it'll sometimes confirm, but a lot of the times it will be like, hey, stop. And look at things a different way. It's very clever. And it's very it's deeper than what it looks, you know, because honestly, some of that looks just bright and fluffy and fun. But it's a really, really deep deck. And I think for the pursuit of knowledge, is that what it is? Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, I think for the drive being to gather knowledge, I think that this is a real winner. Because there's more going on than meets the eye. And I think that that is also true of most Geminis. That's the one I wanted. The more you create, the more the universe is. We'll leave it on that one. So that is my third Gemini season deck. In terms of embodied decks, the next one I want to bring out is the Hexen 2.0 Tarot. This deck this is a reprint of an older deck. This is still mass market. I got this on Amazon. And for the drive to be the pursuit of knowledge, this is the deck. Out of all of the decks so far, and even the next one, this is, I would say that this is the epitome of a Gemini season deck. It is smart. It is clever. And it will take you down rabbit holes. If you just read it as a tarot deck, that's fine, but everything on these cards is intentionally put there for a reason. And in my experience so far, most of the things on these cards are true, verifiable things. So it's clever, it's witty, it has so much to teach you. Like, if you want to learn for the sake of learning, if you want knowledge for the sake of knowledge, to say that you learned a thing, you can pull this deck out, pull one card, go to the guidebook, or even look up, you know, on the interwebs, the things that are written on the card, and you will learn something new. You can also use it as just a tarot deck, and as just a tarot deck, it is also very clever, very witty, and it also, I should turn the cards. You know, it's a great tarot deck also. But I love this. It's weird, it's trippy, it's hippie, and it does its own thing. Like even right now, I'm just getting lost in the cards. You know, there's so much on each card. You could pull one card for 78 days, and you know, after 78 days, you would know so much more than when you started. Yeah, rabbit hole deck for sure. Definitely Gemini. Definitely trippy. Definitely offers a different perspective on things. So, the Hexen 2.0, and we'll leave it on the 9 of Wands there with LSD. Mass Market Goodie. Good deck. Highly recommend. And then the last one, my last Gemini season deck, is the Autonomic Tarot. This is a majors only-ish deck. I think this deck is still available. Don't quote me. I just think it is. These are the backs. And then the deck, this is just very smart, I guess. It's a smart deck. It's a clever deck. It can be read as a tarot, yes. But do you miss something when you do that? Maybe. There are no court cards. The only minor cards we have are the beginning and the ending. The ace and the 10. So it does its own thing. And again, this is one of those decks that will flip your perspective, or will try to if you let it. It's not necessarily playing devil's advocate, but it is playing devil's advocate. And I think that that is very Gemini. I love that Fool card. So yeah, this is the last of my Gemini season decks. Leave a comment, dear viewers. Let me know, do you have any of these decks? I love that High Priestess. Do you have any of these decks? Do you agree that these would be Gemini season decks? Do you have any decks that you think are Gemini season that I didn't necessarily show here? Leave a comment. Let me know. I love to chit chat. I want to thank you all so very much for being here with me. It means the world. Bless you, honestly. And until next time, bye.